EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Right to the air is Carr. He hits Adams complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage he gave up and give him a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
Carr right away going to look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a later touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now Carr. Feeling the pressure here, and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
On second and goal, Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. He's got room past the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
10 more there and another first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They go to Elliott again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Cowboys nothing.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
a touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third. And that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr going to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
The kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A first down carry by Allen. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack. They'll need a big play here. Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To try again after the sack. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Prescott. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
Raiders 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a give here to Pollard. They find some open field here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked
as we speak.
Points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You
down
would
there?
not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go back to Pollard on second down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got some space here. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out the game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this race. My bad, partner.
Hey, well, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for two.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this up. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Elliott. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This take it in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys.
This one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got Burton here. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Going for it with McKinnon.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, a dump down to McKinnon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so it gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. The 40. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't break. They hung in there, waiting for the offense